School sucks. School really sucks. With every problem set, homework assignment, exam, project, lab report, with everything, it's just so demoralizing. Every single one just makes me feel worse and worse about myself and my ability just to do what I need to do. Makes me question whether I'm cut out for the career path that I'm trying to get into. Oh my god, it's soul crushing. Every exam that I score significantly below average on. Every problem that I just can't do by myself. You know, that's not even a problem. That's just sitting there. Like, that's just always there. It sucks. It really, really sucks. And you know, like, there's not much I can do about it. Like, I gotta go on. I really like what I'm studying when, you know, I can do it and when it doesn't suck. But it's hard. And it puts a damper on your life. I'm always so tired and stressed and things suck. And even makes anime kind of suck too. Like, I haven't really been enjoying anything this season, right? That's not for a lack of great shows. I mean, there's a lot of really, really great things airing right now, or that just finished airing, but, like, I didn't really enjoy them all that much, at least not as much as I normally would. And then, like, there's several shows that I ended up dropping, not because, like, they weren't good or I wasn't enjoying them, but because I couldn't rationalize spending the time to watch them. It was like, okay, that half an hour a week where I'm watching this, I should just be studying or getting work done or doing something else. Like, why am I watching this, you know? And I haven't really connected with anything. Nothing really got me. Except for one show. And there was one show this season, and actually in a long, long time, that I thought was really, really, really special. That, like, it's weird to say, but really spoke to me and I really connected with. And actually had a real, real impact on me right now. And that show was Kimono Friends. So, if you haven't heard of Kimono Friends, you're probably not on the anime internet very much. Because Kimono Friends is by far the biggest anime in Japan right now. It's huge. It's like the #1 most popular stream show. It's going crazy, but there's a lot of other sources talking about that. You can just Google Kimono Friends and you'll see it. But it's not popular in the West at all. So Kimono Friends is just, it's a CGI, and of course that is going to turn a lot of people off immediately, and it did when the show first started coming out. But it's a CGI story of this girl that wakes up in, like, a safari and is running around having adventures with friends, which are animals turned, like, anthropomorphic, like, to look human. And then all their clothes resembles the animals that they were before. So it's just this girl running around having adventures with animal girls in CGI, and people think that the animation is terrible, and people are calling it a meme show. But it's super popular in Japan. And I saw that it was getting super popular around episode 3-ish, 4-ish. I'm like, okay, let me check this out. And what I saw was beautiful. It's beautiful. It really is. So the animation, it's just CGI. The animation's not good. There's a lot, the 3D models start clipping into objects. And it doesn't look good at first glance, but it feels very genuine. It's simple. And it feels nice. And the show is trying to be kid-friendly. It's just trying to be a nice, heartwarming story. And it succeeds in that. And it stuck with me. Maybe with school and everything, I just needed something nice and happy that, like, wasn't trying to be, like, in-your-face comedy happy, but that just was nice and happy. And I found that in Kimono Friends, so I started watching. And then a bunch of other people started getting really interested in the show. And the reason it started blowing up is because there's this dark, post-apocalyptic backstory, like, subtly in the back behind everything. And that stuff was interesting. Admittedly, it was super interesting. But that's not what drew me to the show. it was the sense of adventure. I'm not a big fan of adventure anime or adventure stories in general because I don't get sucked into them as well as a lot of people do. And I don't know why, I just don't. But Kimono Friends sucked me in shortly after the very beginning. I just loved the characters. I loved the main character, Kaban-chan, which is literally like Bag-chan in Japanese. So I'm going to refer to her as Bag. I loved Bag and her companion Serval, Serval Cat. They were amazing. They were just so much fun together. And you just follow them on their adventures. And Bag is useless. At least at first. So the issue is that she wakes up and she doesn't know what kind of a friend she is. She doesn't know what animal she came from. And so the goal through the show is she's traveling with Serval to go get to a library to figure out what kind of friend she is. But they ask her, it's like, oh, what can you, they try to figure it out. What can you do? Can you climb? No. Can you run fast? No. Can you swim? No. Can you jump high? No. Bag can't do anything, right? Like, she's essentially useless. But throughout these adventures, she ends up helping all of these other friends who are different animals and different things they're doing by coming up with these amazing plots or using tools or doing all this other cool stuff. And I thought this was super cool as the show was going on because it's like showing where you humans differ from animals because, spoiler alert, you can probably tell just by looking at it, but Bag is a human. And showing how humans differ and how their skill set is different from other animals, even though they appear to be weak and all this kind of stuff, at least compared to others. And that was really interesting. And then the show has a lot of heart, and it does a lot of really amazing things. Like the animals, each friend has personality and characteristics from the actual animals they're based off of. And in between, like in the middle of episodes, they have interviews with zookeepers and animal experts that they actually like conducted phone interviews with them and just clips from their interviews, so you can learn cool animal facts about the animals. But then like these interviews also don't just have like the basic animal facts, but it's like people who specialize in that animal and really love the animal and talk about it like, oh, their personality makes them like this and this, and they're really good about approaching humans, or this animal, they just like they talk about it in terms of their personalities and stuff, which I found really cool. And then that's definitely reflected in the show. And they go on these adventures and meet all these animals and all these animals' personalities, and you can relate to the struggles that different animals are going through, even though they're minor, but it's just this fun adventure that it takes you on. But then that post-apocalyptic stuff that's in the background, it starts coming out more and more, and the show starts becoming more serious. And it builds up and up into a fantastic climax where Bag has to use skills that she's learned from other friends, and other friends use things that they learned from her in order to to overcome a really difficult challenge. And it's beautiful, and it's handled really, really beautiful. And I'm so surprised because I'm so glad because it's such an inconspicuous show. It doesn't draw attention to itself. It was made by like a 10-man team over a year or something like that. Very little budget, you can tell. And it's just like, oh, work from the heart. That's what it is. It's just a nice, genuine show that comes from the heart. And these people worked really hard on it, and you can definitely see it. And so, yeah, it might look terrible, but the messages that it brings and the way the characters are developed, and even the visuals, I grew to love the visuals, the weird little CGI stuff. I loved it. It was quirky and it was beautiful. And the show's amazing, and you should definitely watch it. But all that stuff is great. But that's not enough, really, for me to give it the 10 out of 10 I did before it even finished airing. Because for me to give a show a 10 out of 10, it needs to have, like, a visible impact on, like, my life or the way I perceive anime or media. It's a big deal. I don't give 10 out of 10s, like, at all. And I gave it to it before it finished airing, even. Because it had a really strong personal message to me. Because school sucks, and I'm not very good at it. At least what I'm trying to study. I'm okay. I'm passing. I'm good, but I'm not like at the level that I perceive my friends to be at, or the level that I need to be at. And it's tough, and I'm weak, and I probably couldn't do it if it wasn't for my friends. In the same way, Bag is a pure super weak, and that she doesn't have anything going for her, and she needs Servo to carry her through it, and I need my girlfriend there to support me all the time, as amazing she is, and that she meets all these other friends that help her build the bus, but she still contributes in special ways. Just like I have my friends that help me a ton with physics, with all my homework and studying and everything, and I can still contribute to them. I'm not completely useless, but I need them, and they need me, and we help each other. And like, I need all of my friends. All of my friends have made such a fantastic impact, made me who I am, and helped me through it by learning from them and them learning from me and just interacting with each other. All my friends, like I said, my girlfriend, my friends that I do homework and hang out with, my friends that I talk about anime and video games with, that when I go home we just hang out all night and play video games together, my random friends online that I talk about kimono friends with, the random YouTubers that like I don't actually interact with, but like I watch all your guys' stuff and I learn a lot from you. You guys are the hologram inside of Boss, and freaking yeah, and I need you, and I learn from you, and I help you. And you know, when I have school, when there's depression, when there's whatever issue you're going with, and I just have all of my friends around together with me to take down the cerulean that is school or whatever else you're going through. Man, that's what Kimono Friends was. I mean, they're called like friends and they're these animals, whatever, but they're friends and they're my friends and they're your friends and we're friends. And the way it just presented that relationship, that supportive relationship between friends and family and yourself, and like, it's not showing the difference between humans and animals, but the differences between each other, and how all of our unique skill sets can be used to aid one another and create bigger and better things. And it's what I needed, and it's amazing, and it really, really, really stuck with me. It stuck with me, and I just can't get it out of my head, and it's amazing, and I love it. And I think it's absolutely brilliant. And I think you guys should definitely give out this quirky little CGI generated, started with like a 4 rating on my anime list, show a watch, because I don't know if it's going to be a hidden gem much longer, because I have a feeling it's going to blow up and the internet's going to start talking about it, because it really is amazing. But as of making this video, it's a hidden gem and a masterpiece. I truly believe so. And I think you guys should join me in Japari Park, because it really is beautiful. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have a library to get to and some friends to meet. I hope to see you there.